like that. I know you like that. I know you like that. Taking exotic trips. I know you like that. Switching up all the whips. I know you like that. 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 Taking exotic trips. I know you like that. Switching up all the whips. I know you like that. I know you like that. She hit me right back. Always go shopping, go crazy. Scan at the price tag. Nigga, they jacking the swag. Always gon' buy that. Nigga, you hate, you mad. Nigga, I walk to the bank and I laugh.
Hi guys, thank you for tuning in to the Tia Beauty YouTube channel. I am back again for another video with you guys. And if you all can see, I feel like my shirt fits exactly what I'm doing this video about. Can you all see that this shirt says My Roots? So clearly on this shirt it has a bunch of African American leaders from our time back in the day, and this African American woman is wearing shades that says My Roots. So literally guys, I am about to trace you guys back to my roots. I did Ancestry DNA. I don't know if you guys can see that clear. I hope my camera focused it. But yeah guys, I did Ancestry DNA. So let me just, I'm literally jumping right into the video because I am just so excited about it. Alright guys, so let me tell you guys why I even decided to do it. So I decided to do the Ancestry DNA, one, because on my dad's side of the family, his family is very small, and when he was young his father passed away, and he didn't really know that side of his family or even where they really come from or anything about them. And then on my mom's side of the family, my mom has a really big family, but nobody's close and nobody even really talks to each other either. So me, I want to know my roots. I want to know where I come from. I want to know my great-great-grandparents, where they came from, where they traveled. I want to know about them. And I'm not saying that Ancestry DNA was going to give me all of what I wanted, because clearly I'm going to have to talk to other family members to find out and hear those stories of, you know, your great-great-great-grandfather was a, I don't know, something. But I feel like Ancestry DNA was going to give me that great start, and it honestly did that for me. And when you do Ancestry DNA, they also do let you know people who you are related to if you want to know that. So okay, let me just start from the beginning. Alright guys. Alright guys, so I ordered the kit and I actually got it on sale. They were doing a promotion and I ended up only paying $70 something for the Ancestry DNA kit. So that was a plus. I was very happy about that. So shipment is very quick. So let me just explain to you guys. So when you order your box, you create an account online. Remember, save that password, remember your account, whatever. So when you get this kit, it comes in a box just like this. On the front it says Ancestry DNA in black and green. So when you open it up, I'm not going to show you guys my number, cover that up, but you get this thing that says Ancestry DNA, welcome to Ancestry DNA. Simply complete the following steps and let the discoveries begin. So step 1 is to activate your kit online, safe and secure. And step 2 is to gather the DNA. Simple and easy. This is what it says. And when you open this up, basically it's giving you all the instructions that you need. So for example, it's telling you step by step how to activate your kit online. It's telling you that they're going to give you a number that you're going to enter the 15-digit code that's on the collection tube, which comes in this thing, and of course my collection tube part is empty because I got my information back already. But yeah, so it comes in this thing. This is the collection tube that the thing is talking about. Step 2, you gather your DNA. So it's telling you what to do to get the DNA, right? So you have to fill the tube with saliva all the way up to the black line in the thing that comes in here, right? And they're not talking about spit bubbles, they're talking about real saliva. So you have to keep spitting, and if you keep getting bubbles, you have to keep spitting until you have more liquid in there, saliva, than bubbles, right? So you're also going to get this funnel cap thing that has this blue liquid solution inside of it, and you're going to twist that on to your spit, and then the blue stuff is going to come down into the tube, and you're going to shake it. This is probably really bad footage, but I'm sorry guys. So yeah, you're going to shake the tube thing, and then that's going to preserve your saliva until it gets to the lab so that they can actually collect your DNA and trace your roots, right? So then it's letting you know that your test will be completed within 6 to 8 weeks, and they're exact about that. Mine took like 7 weeks. So yeah, between 6 to 8 weeks you get all your information back. And they send it electronically, which I think is much better, because if they sent it by mail and then something happened with the mail, it got sent to the wrong house, whatever, then you're like, what the hell happened to my DNA? So I appreciate that they send you your DNA electronically. Then it's saying place your tube into the collection bag. They give you a mailing box where you can put everything in, seal it up, and send it back. You don't have to pay for anything. You literally just put it. You can even give it to your mailman to send off, but I went to the post office, dropped it in the thing, and then went on my way after I finished spitting into the tube. And I'm telling you guys, it's a lot of spit. You think those little spit bubbles is saliva? You gotta keep spitting, but it's not that bad, guys, but it is a lot of spit. And another cool thing that I like is that once they receive your saliva, they send you an email like, we got your saliva, we got your saliva. So basically they're letting you know that they're about to start working on your DNA to trace your roots. So yeah, this is how the box looks on the inside, with this thing going somewhere and wherever this thing was supposed to go. Just gonna close that. Alright guys, so you spit in the tube, you send it off, they tell you they receive it. Then what? So while you're activating the kit online, they're gonna ask you quite a few questions. They're gonna ask you, do you mind them doing this with your DNA? Do you mind them doing that with your DNA? Do you want them to allow your other family members, if they do connect that person is related to you, do you want them to, your family members, to be able to find you, to search you, to see that that's you that they're related to? It asks you certain questions because they're not allowed to just, this is your DNA we're talking about. They can't just, do anything they want with it. So you're gonna get asked a series of questions, and it's up to you to decide what you want to do with it. For me, I was yes, because clearly I care about finding my roots, and I don't want any family members to feel like they can't contact me either, because clearly they are my family in some shape or form. We share the same spit. That was supposed to be funny, guys. So yeah, so I hit yes for everything. It's up to you guys if you guys are gonna hit yes for everything. So yeah, it takes 6 to 8 weeks for it to come. And basically, guys, I'm just so happy that I did it, because I found out so much about myself. Like, you think you know yourself until you know your roots. Like, and another thing why I wanted to know is because growing up black, if you want to call it, or African American really just means that you have family from Africa, but you don't know them, and you live here, so you're American. And what does that mean? You're African American. Other people, they are like, oh, my great-grandfather's from Italy, and he did this. He sailed the ocean blue, and my great-grandmother, she was a baker in Taiwan or something, and I don't know. But being African American, we really don't know those roots. We can't trace back our great. Maybe a few of us will know our great-grandparents, maybe even great if they live that long. But other than that, we don't know anything further, because our culture, honestly, after being enslaved and brought to America, we were all mixed up, and so many things happen to our culture where we don't even have a culture. We don't even know what that is, what our roots are, where our family in Africa is from, or if we're mixed or whatever. So that's another reason why it was so important for me to do this. And if you guys feel the same way that I feel, then I think that you should do this too. So I hope this is as important to you as it is to me. So that was another reason why I also wanted to what am I saying, guys? So yeah, that's another reason why I wanted to do the Ancestry DNA. So let me jump right in. Let me get on my iPad, because I told you guys they send it electronically. So I'm about to show you guys the results. And before I show you guys the results, please hit the comment section and let me know what you think I am mixed with, because I was shocked for some things, and then other things I was like, oh, I knew that already. But then it was just so great, because they even tell you down to the detail of where your African ancestors were brought to in America. So just giving you guys a quick hint before I tell you guys what I'm mixed with. My ancestors were brought to North Carolina from Africa. So that was another cool thing. So yeah, let's get right in. So while I'm searching for my DNA, I have to go back to the website. Another cool thing is they actually told me that I was related to family that I already knew who had done Ancestry DNA, so it was really cool, because it's like, this person is highly likely related to you. And I'm like, oh, that's my uncle, oh, that's my cousin. So I thought that was cool too, because I'm like, they got my DNA right. It's kind of freaky too. Alright, so I'm not going to list percentages for you, but I'm going to list from the greatest percentage to the least percentage. And let me just tell you guys, I had no percentages over 36%. Everything was 36% and smaller for me. I am mixed with a hell of a lot of things, so I'm going to go from the greatest percentage to the smallest percentage, and yeah. Alright guys, so the greatest percentage, I am Nigerian, and that is so exciting to me. It says your DNA shows that you have ancestry from Nigeria and links you to these specific regions, and these Nigerians were brought to North Carolina. So it says they're North Carolina African Americans, which is really cool. And then I like also that Ancestry DNA gives you an overview of what Nigeria is. So it was saying Nigeria is the most populous country in Africa with more than 168 million people. It's twice the size of California. The country has 6 cities and a bunch of different things. So I liked that. So another thing that I am is, it says Ivory Coast / Ghana. So I have family from the Ivory Coast and Ghana, and basically the overview is early French and Portuguese explorers identified areas of the West African coast. So this is West African. There's a lot of stuff here, guys. I'm not going to read it all. But yeah, Ivory Coast and Ghana. So I'm Ghanaian and Ivory Coastan. I don't know how to say it. Yeah. So the next thing that I am is Mali. I have family from Mali, and I really like the Mali overview. Like it was saying, Mali is a land of gold and empires, and that's crazy. Like, I have family who were kings and queens and came from a land of gold and empires. Like, what? I'm Malian, or however you pronounce it. I got family from Mali running through my blood, so that made me feel good. So already, guys, I've listed to you that I'm Nigerian, Ghanaian or Ghana, and Ivory Coast, and Mali so far. So I have a bunch of other different things to list for you guys, and this is crazy because I have just so much different ethnicities running through my veins. Alright, so moving on. I am Eastern European. So that is Russian, Poland, Slovakia, Czech Republic, Hungary. I have that in my blood. That's cool. People from the Ukraine. That's crazy. Like, I'm part Russian. That's cool. And moving on, I have in my blood Benin and Togo. So that is also African, and basically the overview is that a lot of people in Benin and Togo are ethnically quite different. So basically Benin and Togo, I don't know. Alright. So I am Scandinavian, and that is Swedish. So that's cool. I'm Swedish, guys. But I knew that already. Kind of. I have family from the Cameroon and Congo. That is also African. It says in the overview that Cameroon and Congo lies right near and on the equator, and includes tropical rainforests and very humid savannas. So that's really cool. I have family from the tropical rainforests and right on the equator where it's really, really hot. So I know they are so chocolate. My Cameroon and Congo family. I am Irish, but that I knew already. But it's good to know and see on your DNA. It also says Africa, South Central hunter-gatherers. So my family was African hunter-gatherers in Africa, in the South Central. That's cool. So gonna relist for you guys of what I've named so far. Nigerian, Ivory Coast, Ghana, Mali, Eastern European, which is Russian, Benin and Togo, Scandinavian, which is Swedish, Cameroon and Congo, and Irish so far. So far I've listed 8 things that I'm mixed with, and alright guys, so continuing on. So I listed the 8 things. So Also Great British, which is England, Scotland, so I have family from England. African Southeastern Bantu, which are countries like Kenya, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Tanzania, so that's amazing as well. I am Northern African, which is Moroccan, so I'm Moroccan. And I am German, but I knew that already. I have family from Senegal, so it says the overview: Africa's westernmost nation, Senegal, lies about 1,000 miles above the equator, and trade from across the Sahara brought wealth and Islam and new peoples ... because they give paragraphs full of overviews. So this is stuff that you want to kind of read to yourself, and you're like, wow, you know, you're learning. And I think I have one more thing. Yes. And I'm also Middle Eastern. So that's countries like Syria, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Iraqian, Lebanon, so Lebanese. So that was the smallest percentage, Middle Eastern. So the greatest percentage was Nigerian, and the smallest percentage is Middle Eastern. So I'm so excited with my... So overall, guys, this was just such a great experience. I think this is something that every single person should do. Whether you feel like you can trace your roots back or not, you will be surprised with some of the things that you're actually mixed with. You might be a person who just thinks they're black, and then you have all of these other ethnicities. Or you might think you're just white, and then you have all these other ethnicities mixed with you, and you got some color. Like, what? And I didn't say that in like a offensive way, so nobody attacked me for that. But yeah, like, this is something that every single person should do. It's a great start to tracing your roots, and it opens up the door for you to be able to do so many other things with finding out your family tree and doing this, doing that. Definitely something that I recommend for everyone. And thank you guys for tuning into this video and being a part of my journey and learning what it is that I'm mixed with. I want to know what you guys are mixed with. Comment below if you've done this before. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.